Should be live. This will be done later. Bit of organizing. I'm later than usual. I have my reasons. We'll share it later. Right. I wanted to do some pasteling because I have a couple of them. And then they can be sprayed. These two are for the coming month, so they need to be done anyway. For some reason, I get stuck to everything today. It's also super cold. It had been snowing. And my dome is completely covered with snow. Let's see. Well, the snow is kind of melting over here. Usual because I had a lot of things. This is all light. This is a brush. So lights over here, darks over here, and I have a lot of dark to do. These are ready for picture taking, which I need to do, but I forgot my phone, so I will pick that up with my break. I won't be streaming long today. I do want a bit of dark-ish. This one is still a bit blackish. That's not cool. That's okay. We just mix a lot of the skin tone over it, and it looks fine. I did get for St. Nicholas Eve a brush cleaner, so I'm gonna try that as well quite soon, just not today, because I still have plenty to do. Oh, indeed, Happy New Year. Do I have a gray? No, but I do have a white. Just to make it slightly lighter, because the black is kind of black. And then I can continue painting. Still have plenty of coins to do, so I'll check order of appearance later on today. Light. And that makes sis done. You can barely see it, but that's okay. I've got a couple of coins that need to be sprayed. I have a lot of coins that I already finished, so that's also cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to show them here. It depends on time, because I'm today. I don't think there's much weekday with the black. And of course, last week I couldn't stream because, oh no, wait, last week was last week the, yes, last week was the power outage. Why is there, this is the wrong brush alert. Do I have something here? It's fine. It's fine. Until it's dry again. I need a, yeah, what's my darkest brown? I think this is my darkest brown. Right brush. So last week I just did a lot of mask painting, which I'm going to do today as well. So you didn't miss much. Green. Where's my dark brush? Dark brush. Light brush. And there's not much we can shade. There's a little bit of orange over here. It's all very subtle and you don't see it on stream. And that's Gio's done. Really like Gio's design. I imagine him of the, well, quote unquote extreme sports. So skateboarding, bouldering, called again. Jump street. What's it called again? Can't remember it. Around on the street and make tricks. Jump long distances. Tip of my tongue. Parkour. That was it. I imagine him to be a parkour guy. I think this considers a light color. This is Tama. She's for the final year, but you know, if the stuff out, let's do it all at once. My mouse. Oh, connection lost. Reconnecting. There's also laundry. It was done right before the stream. Okay, now I need to darker. I think I'm going for the purple. So feel free to share what you did with New Year's Eve. Because it was my final year or first year without cats. I could go outside a bit. And we live near a restaurant that always makes a great fireworks party. So we really enjoyed that. Been snowing for 2 days. Yesterday it was not timing, but we managed. And that's down. I believe her coin is also already done. Not sure. Could be. And Geos' coin is done. At least I did the two sun ones and I need to check which one belongs to which. Miss Bunny's winter outfit. Let's start with all the whiteies. Officially planned yet. So I don't know when she will come. Because I do plan to release more. There are a couple of characters Irma plan, but I will the others as well. It's just it won't be every month, just whenever I want to. And which characters will be freebies. Let's see. Pink, 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 pink. Might be a bit too pink. Yeah, it's fine. I want to do Ohio Sisters, and this is Ohio. More red. Oh, maybe Vibe. Maybe Vibe vibes with the darker pinks. Yep. So yeah, I will continue the 3D print. This won't be regular. Of course, I have my Kalis designed to release my wings. not wings, wings. Those butterfly wings, those kind. I'm not gonna clean it up. Of course, I have an event this month. It's the first time it's over there, so we'll just need to see how things go. Fantasy Fest. Resolutions. I don't because each time I make a resolution, either don't do it or it's very no need resolution. Yes, I still need to print a couple. That's dark. And of course, I need to draw a book. But holidays, I really don't like holidays, actually. So that's why I didn't do the report Thursday on Sunday. And I'm dropping again. Quite cold in here, despite the spacey. here. Enough with this one. Mouth. Workshop galaxy painting. Blaming the snowy weather. Where am I connected to? Let's try. So hopefully this connection is better. Of course, I need to do the cat memorial. A little bit of the yellow over here, so let's do that while I'm at it. So I can go over here. Since this is a very dark red, the only thing that does work on the shading is this very dark purple. And now for this hair color. Let's see. Because I think Nocturnal Plum is going to be the color. Has a bit of the dark purple in it, so need a bit of purple. But yeah, because of the holidays and lack of rhythm, I haven't been able to record. And that's Suta done. And the final one, Rai, for today anyway, because after that we'll start painting again. That's actually a bit too dark. Does kind of work, so yay, but absolutely not as intended. I do wonder which ones as a DIY I'm going to make. First, I think the first thing I'm going to do is a Miku. Because you can sell that as long as you keep it small. And everyone knows Miku. And maybe one of the star signs. Because those look like basic princesses. Mermaids, yes, I have Princess Jellyfish and I have Oceana. Or Oceana. So those are good ones to start with. The generic. And maybe Rexy the dinosaur. Because there are still people who think boys should not paint princesses and mermaids. Green. Where was my green? Not here. Here's greenish. We're picking Titanic. Sharky. Yeah, I don't think Sharky is... that's a Hammerhead shard. Hammery. That was his name. Hammery. Don't think it's planned for release, so I could. But yeah. I'm not going to create something new for the first printables DIYs because, you know, I have a lot of them made. And if people turn out to be interested, I can always do the other ones. There are plenty of guys who craft, but for some odd reason, people still say that painting and crafting is for girls for some odd reason. I want something light with this one. And Rere is done. Okay, cleaning up all the palettes again. Still need something for this. Doesn't need to be big, but you know, something flat. Just don't have it yet. So it's still going back into the envelope. And I could create something with my 3D printer. But you know, this is temporary. Also, fun fact, one of the students of my galaxy painting class was colorblind. And they made an amazing piece. Very colorful. Okay, that's done. Righto. This one needs gold paint. But let's start with these. Pile it all up again. First these blue. Also can't wait to finish all of these because that would mean my desk is getting clear and clean. There is a little bit of color difference, but that's okay. This one is a hint of yellowish. I also filled my rag jar with, well, rags. So I can toss those. And minimize the amount of paint. I'm going to make a rag bucket for when I have plenty of rags and not that much water, of dirty water. And I think this pretty much finishes the wings that belong to Irina. Dragon Mermaid can also become a printable for sale in the DIY package. And if you can't wait for that, or you have your 3D printer, just get the file from my Ko-fi when it's released. Why are you guys over here? So yeah, it's a bit boring today, but it's mask painting time. I thought I had all the colors on my desk, the ones I need, but apparently not. You guys can go over here. And actually, Dragon Mermaid is also already almost done for pasteling. It's the pink and the yellow that still needs a couple of coats. blended a couple extra colors, by the way, last week, so hence why there are even more jars. Jarception. And this neon is lovely, has a slight shimmer in it. Only downside is the opacity is very bad. Despite the seeding of the other colors, still quite translucent. Drop needed over here. And the fins are already done. And Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, you guys all know I'm pretty much done with this project. It's no longer fun, it just feels like work, like a chore. And that kind of steals away the creativity. But this one, as soon as the yellow adheres... Oh, seems I missed a spot. Missed a part of pink as well. Great. It's not supposed to go into the blue. I've got myself a spare charger for my laptop, so I don't need to move that around. I am considering getting a new laptop just as a dedicated streaming, but considering I now only need to move the laptop instead of also cabling, I might just keep the setting as it is. Okay, Dragon Mermaid. This one's already quite far. We're at the eye stage. This is spring. And spring is already lined, as you can see. Showing the eye face, and then we can do the pastelling and of course the lines. Okay. And for some odd reason, the white paint cracked. That's not normal for me. At least not this paint. Okay. As you can see, I'm going left and right, which is normal for me, by the way. Where is my good paint jar? This is it. Oh, already separated. There's a hint of purple in this yellow, white. I wonder where the chunkies come from. Of course, I went a little bit out of bounds. But that's okay. I can always paint over it again. This is, by the way, Soldier of Air. Final year. Oh, missed a spot. This needs some extra. The heavy ball. Okay, which gray did I use? This one or this one? I think it had dark blue, but we'll check that later. Still need to check which other balls I need to create. I have a whole list, and there are a couple of Pokeballs that just have a painted on design. So I don't need to create those. For example, the Ultra Ball is just a painted on design. Okay, can dry. This was you, but what was the other color again? I made a color for it. Was it this one? No. Not really. Of course, it was right next to it. And I know this is a small freebie, but you can print it as big as you want, and then you can, for example, use it in a mermaid crown. Or create a necklace out of it. Maybe a brooch. I just printed it small. You can print it bigger. As big as your printer allows. It's dark outside. No, it's already 3:30. If I do show something you're like, hey, what happened? Feel free to ask. Because I couldn't stream last week because there was no internet. Took till 9, I think, until the internet came back. With a van right in front of our house. So yeah, there was something going on. I'm just going to do all today, so I think this needs to be shaken. No. That's cool. And actually the texture helps the mica powder from the eyeshadow adhere better, so this actually helps. Hair is done. Dark green, dark green. I think it's darker than this, so it should be this. Oops. I forgot to move my mouse. So the screen went into sleep mode. I made a mid-tone. I think it's this one. Of course, I missed a spot. I'm still undecided about his eye color. Maybe I should decide. Maybe I should give him green eyes. Then I think you're ready for lining. Or at least line number 1. So we can find out what goes wrong, what needs extra paint. And as you can see, I'm using an almost run out marker because you always need a first coat anyway. See, there's a little bit over here in the light brown, this one. So much things I'm gonna clean in the summer because then I can be outside, just put it in a big bucket, let it soak, and let it go. See, I made it funny here. Okay, Ren's eye color. I have something, but it was too small. So let's see. I have a feeling I need to go for yellow. So first get the poop color for the first coat. Oh, I forgot to do his mouth. That's okay. Just grab the marker and do it again. Keep. So seem to have missed this spot. And then it's getting there. Hair was done, skin was done, and I used that very dark blue that I also use for the cat memorial. And then I need to have the very light gray. I think that's this one. Bit water. I'm gonna shake it. Watch finally thinks I'm walking. And because it's not completely mixed, well, it is completely mixed, but there are chunkies in it. It kind of looks like, yeah, a little bit of stone effect. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty much all there's gonna be grabbed from the lid. As soon as it break time. And the second part of the stream will be continuing moss painting. Blue, 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 blue. Was it this blue? Yes, it was. And the second stream might be a bit shorter. Not sure yet. This was the color for the cat memorial. The other one had shinies in it. This one does not have shinies. Mid-tone, is it this tone? I think it's not. This is the reason why I put it on the lid, so it should be this one. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of yummy all done at the same time, which is fine. I still have plenty to do. I just want to be done with it. Complain, complain, complain. Max complain. This is Shay. Incredibly scared of horses. But is technically has the same skill as a hunter. If he can't find someone, they don't exist. Let's see. Green eyes, yellow eyes. I'm gonna do the marine colored. Usually I wait till I've lined, but you know, got the color open. And I blended my own gold for the sides. So I don't have to work with the non-acrylic ones. Which is still, by the way, a very good paint. It's just it ruins my brushes and it gets very cloggy very fast. So, well, that's looking good for Karel. Oh, it seems there's been a bubble over here. And I do remember Karel's eyes were blue. Karel's brother's eyes were copper. And Karel had blue eyes. Also, pants need a little extra layer, but otherwise, also done. Which gray was it? I think it was this one. Yep. And that's the nice thing about mass painting. At first you feel like, ugh, I'm never finishing anything. And then all of a sudden everything is done. Or getting closer to done. Wait, didn't do that. Blue for the eyes. Oh, it's not done great. Smelly paint. I never liked that paint because of the smell. Now I mixed it with another marine blue, so less smell, but let's see if some extra can grab from here. I found a tool. Does need a drop of water in it, but I don't have that at the moment. That's fine. And this rag can go and dry. Let's see. How about I clean this one? Because it's time for my break. Rag. Next stream, we'll continue with the yummy. Those have priority and butterfree. So I'll be seeing you in about 10 minutes, perhaps. Oh, things are acting on their own again. There we go. Okay, and stream there. See you in about 10 minutes.